hmm The Gambling Commission? Yes. hmm Members, appointment, vacancies, filling? Yeah. There shall be a commission known as the Washington State Gambling Commission? Yeah. Consisting of 5 members appointed by the governor? Yeah. With the consent of the Senate, the members of the commission shall be appointed within 30 days? Yeah. Now, this gambling commission? Yes. Hmm. Um, I thought that somebody was betting on whether or not the laws are going to be enforced. Yes. A couple different times I had talked to those that are homeless about them putting some money on the whiteboard. Yeah. And the thought that you were using the actual judicial system as a way to place wagers on whether or not certain things would take place. Now, let's say I asked each of the judges, do you have any knowledge of some illegal gambling? Yes. That involves you holding the cards that you have? Oh. See, for every time that you bet on whether or not I was going to appear in court, yeah. hmm it seemed like somebody was also, betting on one side or the other. Yeah. Now, of the 16 months of court hearings in Jefferson County, there were quite a few times where the court hearing was rescheduled. Yeah. Seeing that there was a clerk issue. Yeah. And they scheduled it for the wrong day. Oh. I remember once being called 20 minutes before 5 the day before you thought I was going to appear in court. Yes. But the actual next appearance date that was given to me when I was at the last appearance, yeah, was actually 3 days later. Oh, as if somebody was using the court docket, yes, to change the dates of the next appearance to days that they thought that they would bet on. Yeah. Um, of all the docketed court hearings since July 2nd of 2011, yeah. Could you get me all of those on Guam? Yes. And every one of them in Clallam County? Yes. Where you thought for sure that Paul will show up, and I'm going to bet that when I text him, yeah, that he better get his ass to court or we're going to issue a warrant for his arrest. Yeah. I'm going to win a lot of money, Bruce Hanafy. Pow! Now, the whiteboard was this idea. Yes. Yes, yes. That you could put $5 or maybe $10 on my name. Somewhat of a virtualized experience, but I'll find out the truth of it. Yes. And it was really more like 50 or $500 or $50,000. Yes. Yes, yes. So you kept setting it up that each of the court hearings had a gambling component within it. Now let's see. I emailed the public defender's office informing them that I wanted to reschedule my mental health evaluation because of blood nausea. Yeah. Public defender's office decides to mention my name during a court hearing when the next docketed court hearing was the 27th of September. Yes. Their excuse is we never reschedule. Yes. And I can appreciate that about court hearings because of the requirement of law to have to appear. Yes. But since I didn't see any actual documentation ordering a mental health evaluation, right? And since my right to a speedy trial was violated because I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, yes, I kind of thought that every time that you docketed a court hearing, yes, one side would get paid, for me appearing or not appearing. Uh. Now, all of you that bet that I would not appear because I said, yes, I'm not going to court without the actual notice from the state of jurisdiction. Oh, and you said, oh, yes, he will because he'll get his little ass down there. We found out that I didn't appear in court because you didn't give me notice of court hearings. So you did know that as long as I get a notice from the state of jurisdiction requiring my appearance, or you would arrest, well, I'm going to need to know the individuals in the employment of the gambling commission. Yes. And then those that are in gambling enforcement. Yes. And then every bet of every docketed court hearing for the last 8 years. Now the thought is that I can sue you, Chief of Police. Oh, Terry Gallagher, Bill Dixon, Brian Smith, Cherie Crane. Yeah. I can sue you, Seattle Police Chief, for allowing for the illegal betting on whether or not individuals will appear in court. Yes. Or whether or not you will enforce the laws when you have the knowledge of crime. Mm, mm. Now, I would say it's a crime. Yes. It's a crime to kidnap children, abduct them, issue court orders that violate the VAWA, Pope, issue court orders that violate what is known as the Parental Kidnapping and Protection Act. Yeah. And then issue court orders where the dissolution of marriage required child support without any notice or opportunity to be heard. Yes. Then there's that United Nations marriage certificate. Pooch. The false allegation of being in Jefferson County on June 16th of 2017. And the whole idea of cyber stalking. Oh. Now, I know you said you got one email on June 16th of 2017. Just looking at it, yes, that was the accusation was that I sent it to an employee of the Brennan School District. Yes. Did you read the actual cyber stalking law? Because June 16th of 2017 would have been approximately 5 years after the issuance of the first court order. Are you sure you didn't make up a crime because of somebody giving somebody, an employee of the Brennan School District, an email that I sent to someone else? Yes. Because one time in 6 years. Yes! Now you said it was lewd and lascivious. Poop. I never sent any lewd or lascivious email. Yeah. You said I was angry. Yes. That email that was sent that day was not an angry email. No. I just wanted to know of all the gamblers, in the family, that have conspired. Yes. How many of you have been illegally gambling? Oh, unauthorized use of the judicial system to bet on. Yeah. Whether or not somebody will be put in jail. Yes. Prison. Right now. Now let's look at that email, Brett. Since I have never been able to read it. Yes. Was it lewd and lascivious? Did somebody conspire to get me put in jail? Then fraudulently use mental health evaluations? Yes. So as to have me involuntarily admitted into a mental institution? Yes. Where you were going to administer? Yes. Psychotropic medication against my will? Yeah. So that the DMHP, Carol Kirk? Yeah. Could say, well, I'm not doing a mental evaluation. Oh, now in my desperation, I just need to know all the money, yes, that has been bet on, whether or not I would appear in court for the last 8 years. And then every time I didn't get a court notice, Mike Van Proyen, how many of you thought I would appear in court? Because it seemed that Mr. Brett Roberts, had told the judge, well, Judge, obviously he does know there's a court date. Now, there was a screen print that I sent to the sheriff's department, asking them to tell me what that was about. See, there's the district court case of August 8th, yes, on the public court record on the website. Then you could search for your own name and you could look in the actual county itself. Oh, August 21st of 2017. Yes. But then there was the question of the actual date of the alleged, crime, June 16th of 2017. The use of the court system to have somebody tried for a crime that happened 2 months prior. Yes. 9 weeks. Where allegedly it's a serious crime per se. Now, it looks like you've been using the court system as a way to gamble. Yes. And when you schedule an arraignment on the 21st of August, yes, for something that took place on June 16th of 2017, yes, without anybody asking me where I was at on that day and time, it does not appear to be a serious crime per se. Now, why don't you get me the sheriffs of Jefferson County? Because it's actual damages, whichever is greater. And I'd like to have the assets of Stanko, yes, Sheriff Joe, and every employee in the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office right now. Poop! Because I will sue you for the actual damages.